east there came a hard man. Oh ho ho, all the way from Brighton. Glory, hallelujah. Clonoe and the orange juice. He went into a pub and he came a paralytic. Oh ho ho, feed the insider. But a hell of a mixture. Clonoe and the orange juice. Does this bus go to the Danister Parley? Oh ho ho, I'm looking for a lumber. Glory, hallelujah. Clonoe and the orange juice. There in the dancing, he met Harry Mary. Oh ho ho, the flower of the Gorbals. Glory, hallelujah. Clonoe and the orange juice. Oh no, Mary, are you dancing? Oh no, it's just the way I'm standing. Glory, hallelujah. Clonoe and the orange juice. Oh no, Mary, you're one in a million. Oh ho ho, and shows your chances. Glory, hallelujah. Clonoe and the orange juice. Oh no, Mary, can I run you home? Oh ho ho, I've got a pair of sand shoes. Got a hell of a funny Clonoe and the orange juice. Back close and out through the dunny. Oh ho ho, it wasn't for the first time. Glory, hallelujah. Clonoe and the orange juice. The mother came out, she was going to the cludgy. Oh ho ho, I buggered off sharpish. Glory, hallelujah. Clonoe and the orange juice. Harry Mary, she had a little baby. Oh ho ho, the father's in the army. Glory, hallelujah. Clonoe and the orange juice. Now Harry Mary is still looking for her hard man. Oh ho ho, he joined the Foreign Legion. Sahara under the camel. Clonoe and the orange juice. Clonoe and the orange juice.
On the Mary Wallopers there, folks, with cod liver oil and the orange juice. So welcome along to another episode of the Rebel Podcast Live. Myself, Big Ro, folks, here till 9 p.m. tonight. Multi-streaming on YouTube and on Facebook on the Rebel Podcast page, and also on the DJ Rebel Ro page. You're very, very welcome, folks. So as usual, if you're watching the show on Facebook, hit the wee share button, give it a like as well. Share it around any Celtic groups you're part of, any Republican groups, any Rebel groups, whatever, any Irish groups. Share it to your friends and family, whatever you want. Just try and get as many people watching as possible. Also, if you're watching the show on YouTube, you can copy and paste the link and send it around and share it if you can. Also, if you are watching on YouTube, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, why not, folks? Get on it. Come on now. The more likes and subscribes we have, it helps the algorithm a bit better. And the more and more random people then actually listen to the show. So get on it. So, folks, yeah, cheers for coming in tonight. Good for you listening already. Let's see what we have coming on. Watching on YouTube, have Kev Dunn. How you doing, Kev? What's the crack? Or Spanner himself, Marty Heaney. What's happening, mate? Dan O'Kelly watching on YouTube tonight. Vincey McGee, how you doing, Vincey? Watching on Facebook. Big shout out to the Queen Park FC. Definitely, we'll get into that later on. But it was very, very good to watch. Don't know if any seen the post I put up yesterday. I was literally had the kids over at the grounds of Stormont, Parliament Building, this is called. We were down the Momolam Play Park. It's a great playground, I have to say. For the kids, get yourselves over to it. And then we took it down there around the ground. So I was up getting a selfie with my uncle, I was going to say my Uncle Frank there, and no, my Uncle Edward Carson, big statue down there in Stormont when the result came through the goal came through that Ibrox, and it was literally as I was taking the picture, I got a notification through my phone, so it was quite funny. So it was and I had to rejoice and send a few pictures and videos around of my Bun supporting colleagues and friends. So it was good crack, and they are in complete another meltdown, which is great to see. So folks, yeah, tonight we're back with the big guests. So coming up at about 8 o'clock tonight, we're going to be joined with a live link from County Tipperary by Michael McCormack, as you can see here on the screen. Hold on a second, we'll just get it up. Just the wee picture there. Where is he? Yeah, folks, Michael. Now this is going to be the second time Michael's been on the show. He was on about 2 years ago. So if any of you haven't watched or listened to the Irish Sound podcast, why not get onto it? It's a great, another sort of rebel show. Michael basically does his own spin on, plays a lot of good rebel songs, interviews guests, talks about his own sort of travels around the country, going to gigs and stuff, whatever. So it's a great show. Check it out on Spotify, on Apple Tunes, iTunes, all the rest of those places where you get your podcast from. So Michael will be coming on, just talking a wee bit about his podcast, talking about Celtic, talking about the Rebs, at about 8 o'clock, live from County Tipperary via the power of the internet. So folks, it'd be good to have Michael back on the show tonight. So usual crack. Any of your questions, any songs you want, just get them in the comment section on Facebook or YouTube, and we'll get them on for you. Christopher Mahoney, good to be back, though. Good man yourself. It's good man, see you. Harley says, yep. Phil must stay. Well, we know the crack. He would be out this hole a long time ago if they could afford to sack him. At the end of the day, they're still paying for Michael Beale. They're still paying for Gio. So they're not going to be able to pay to get rid of him, especially seeing they only gave him a 5-year contract there a few months ago, which was utter madness. I think they were hoping that somebody was going to take him off their hands. So they were, and they would have got a big fee. I don't think that's what's happened. And right now, nobody wants him, so they don't. Right, Dan, I'm definitely going to play it this week. I'll look for it. I know I didn't get on last week, mate. Looking for the Men I Know property, the Bog side, Doodle Bug, please. Right, so we will play a wee tune here first, and then we'll get that on for you. I have a wee look for it now on YouTube, mate. So, folks, you know the crack. If you have any songs you want, get them on Facebook or YouTube in the comment section, and we'll get your request through before 9 o'clock this evening. So here we go. This is first official tune we're going to play tonight. Of course, we started off with the Mary Wallopers. This one we're going to do here from a band from South Derry who are no longer going. Band called Celtic Rogue. This is the very first band that Marty Higgins played with. Now Marty doesn't feature on this album, so he doesn't. But it's a great album. So we're going to play a song that was written all about Francis Hughes. There's my daughter ringing me now. She says to start ringing me while I'm live on the air. So this is the boy from Tonnaght off from the Celtic Rogue, folks. This is the Rebel Podcast live stream.
As I walked through the Glen Shane Pass, I heard a young girl mourn. The boy from Tamleduff, she cried, is 2 years dead and gone. How my heart is torn apart, this young man to lose. Oh, I never see the likes again of my young Francis Hughes.
For many years his exploits were a thorn in England's side. hills and glens became his home, as where he used to hide. Once when they surrounded him, he quietly slipped away. Like a fox went to the ground and kept the dogs at bay.
As he moved around the countryside, he often made the news, but they could never lay their hands on my brave Francis Hughes. Finally, they wounded him and captured him at last. Took him from the countryside he loved, they took him to Belfast.
From the Musgrave Park to the Crumbling Road, and then to a Hagesblock cell, he went straight on the blanket and on hunger strike as well. His will to win they could never break, no matter what they tried. He fought them every day he lived, and he fought them as he died. As I walked through the Glensheen Pass, I heard a younger mourn. The boy from Tonnaght, she cried, is 2 years ailing on. Oh, my heart is torn apart, this brave man to lose. I never see the likes again of my brave Francis Hughes.
Yeah, folks, that is the sound there of the boy from Tonnaght Duff, all about Francis Hughes from the Celtic Rogue Band from South Derry. So but the band is no longer with us. Well, it sounds like they're dead. They aren't dead. Just obviously they're no longer playing on the road. Should I say? Only a second there. We'll just get my ugly mug back on the screen. Here we go. You know, don't like keeping on too long. Don't want to scare any children who's watching the show tonight. You know, I have to say the cameras we were clearer this year. I think it's done something with the settings earlier on, and it's done something making it a wee bit more sharper. Maybe it's my new slim figure, is it? That it's making it look a bit sharper. Yes, folks, 3 stone down, and it's counting by the week. So I have to say I'm quite happy. It's starting to pay off, so it is eventually. Right, what else we have watching? Marty says there, yep, fittings that a song played about Ballaghy Man is today. It's Dominic McGlinchey's anniversary, another South Derry hero. Let's see. Stephen Little. How you doing, Stephen? What's the crack, lad there? Evening, mate. Elaine as well. Christopher Money says, can you play The Sniper's Promise? Not a problem. Tony Locken. How you doing, Tony? Rangers have applied for a replay of the Queen's Park as a plumber in midfield wasn't Corgi registered. Oh, I see all these jokes. I see like it, but it's I have to say, it's just let the banter years continue. Big Johan, our Swedish Provo friend, what's the crack with? How can it be a surprise that the Buns laid down for Queen's Park? They were starstruck. You see, Marley, come on now, don't bake would scare more than kids. So listen, we haven't seen this woman, Iona, make an appearance tonight yet. Where is she? Did she make her flight this morning at for 6 o'clock, was it, Marty? Did she make it into work? Not sure. Just let everybody know what the crack is, what your wee adventures are last night. What happened? Iona is always missing her boat or flight or whatever. Just because it's Iona, you know what I mean? Hugh McKenna, evening row, what's the crack, man? How you doing? Right, so yeah, so don't forget, folks, so from 8 o'clock onwards, we're going to have Michael McCormack leading the show. Looking forward to have Mick on the show. He's very, very knowledgeable man. Plus, he's a good man for the Celtic, so we'll be asking basically, we get a conversation about the hoops as well later on. So if you have any questions for him as well, get them in the comment section, send them to me, and I will get them on to him throughout the interview. Right, so we'll move on. Another tune here. So last week, Dan Kelly asked for this one. I didn't play it. Basically, just didn't have time. Should have had it played now, but I didn't play him. So this is the Bog Side Doodle Bug from the Men of No Property. And very, very old this is. You can hear it.
They came down the Bannon warship sailing out from Belfast town. The RUC and specials to put the riot down. They flattened out like lemons on the ground they had to hug when there came a loud explosion from the Bogside Doodle Bug. Run back, we're under fierce attack. A hoist the white flag, William, the sergeant sadly cried. It was the Bogside Doodle Bug, the poor man he had spied. Now this missile of the people was invented by a man unemployed for 14 years when his good work he began. Says he, it's no use begging and for work we'll have to fight. So I'll invent a weapon that will make the peeler shine. Run back, we're under fierce attack. Hoist the white flag, William, the sergeant sadly cried. It was the Bogside Doodle Bug, the poor man he had spied. Now the Doodle Bug's a weapon quite easy for to make. Just get yourself some petrol and some powder and some paint. It's the pride of all the Bogside and the fear of the men in blue. Aye, for when it hits an armoured car, it sticks to the side like glue. Run back, we're under fierce attack. Hoist the white flag, William, the sergeant sadly cried. It was the Bogside Doodle Bug, the poor man he had spied. Now the peelers used their buttons and the specials used their guns. They come roaring through the Bogside like the bloody German Huns. They all run back like cowards, they knew what lay in fate when the music of the Doodle Bug was heard at Butcher's Gate. Run back, we're under fierce attack. Hoist the white flag, William, the sergeant sadly cried. It was the Bogside Doodle Bug, the poor man he had spied. Now to conclude this truthful story, look up to the sky at night. You'll see an object passing by going at the speed of light. It's not a lunar module or Aladdin's magic rug. It's the discrimination wiper out the Bogside Doodle Bug. Run back, we're under fierce attack. Hoist the white flag, William, the sergeant sadly cried. It was the Bogside Doodle Bug, the poor man he had spied.
Yeah, there's the Bogside Doodle Bug there, folks, for Dan Kelly. That one from another band from Derry there, the Men of No Property. So you can tell how old that is. It's a really, but I love the old sound of some of them songs. You can hear maybe a bit of a crackle. Maybe it's on vinyl or something. I mean, but I do love the really old school stuff. So do so. Yeah, your comments and requests are flying in, folks. So cheers for it. And usual, if you're watching the show on Facebook, please do share the stream for me. It'd be much appreciated. Right, so let's see. What's you say? Joseph Agnew. Hail, Big Row, enjoying as always. Thanks. Hail. Good man yourself. Marty says, no, she missed the early flight. Did you miss getting up to bring her for the early flight? And like, what's the crack? Were you in any shape to drive her for the early flight or what? Like, got the half-on flight on a day off work. Telling you, she must have the most understanding principal of any school going. Telling you, them poor kids, she's just a disgrace. I told her that last night, she should be ashamed of herself. So she should. Martin Milan from Mallow. What's crack, Martin? Looking forward to seeing a lot of the lads heading to Mallow for the big Mallow Ball Fest next Saturday. Yes, folks, so if any are about Cork and Mallow in particular, this week is that's been advertised for a year now, so it is. The Mallow Ball Fest. A lot of great bands are we playing throughout the night at the Hibernian Hotel. Still tickets available, so contact Martin. I will get the poster here in a minute on the screen so you can see it. So yeah, a lot of our good friends will be playing as well, including Miles Gaffney, the Potty Boys, Clover, Spirit of Freedom, who else? And then the three. What's the names? The three Kahuli or something. I had to look at that. I'm not sure aware of them, but I was trying to look on the poster to see what their name was. But yeah, so they no comment. Oh, is that right, Marty? Yes. Gary Sharvin. Hi, Big Ro. How do you, mate? What's the crack? Right, so who was looking for Sniper's Promise? We'll just look through here. He's here and see who was looking for the Sniper's Promise. Christopher Mahoney, not a problem. It's just one for you. We're going to play the version from our good friend Krista Coyle, another Derry singer tonight. And I think this song, it's always nice when a girl sings it, so it does. So this is from Krista's album, From the Streets of Free Derry. And this is the song, The Sniper's Promise, on the Rebel podcast live stream, folks, on Monday the 10th of February. Here we go.
Night was icy cold, I stood alone, waiting for an army for patrol. Then at last they came into my sight, and he squeezed the trigger of my arm light. Oh mama, comfort me, 'cause I know these awful things have got to be. But when the war of freedom has begun, and I promise you I'll put away my gun. A shot rang out and I heard a soldier cry, oh please don't leave me here alone to die. I realized his patrol had gone away and left their wounded comrade for me to slay. Oh mama, comfort me, and I know these awful things have gotta be. But when the war of freedom has begun, and I promise you I'll put away my gun. Well, there's nothing in this world I would not give. If mercy is in your heart, you'd let me live. And in his eyes I saw a begging flame, as the muzzle of my gun moved towards his brain. Oh mama, comfort me, for I know these awful things have gotta be. But when the war of freedom has been won, and I promise you I'll put away my gun. The dawn was breaking as I reached my base, and I'll not forget the look on that poor boy's face. Fear, agony, and torment were all there, but to your memory, mother, his life I spared. Oh mama, comfort me, for I know these awful things have gotta be. But when the war of freedom has been promise you I'll put away my gun. And I'll promise you I'll put away my gun.
Here, tell him he's the most violent person you know except Arlie. You can respect.
Fucking catch it a mockeries. Warrior pit dealer, warrior snake equals a cocktail bread for unleashing the beast. He wore a mock for nigh at least. Dread Jella, he's beating some fella. Tahan, are you seeing trotting? It's for sure straight to Silla. Fucked into the back of the Jeep, he falls asleep. He does it every week. Chucky or la, get the Brits out, lad. A one-way ticket, please. I've lost my bus pass. It's Jackson up, he's looking so tense, man. The Kylie fucking Norwegian-ish, man. Keep her at the fucker, fucking fuck off. Jesus said on the cross. 2 tins of bush, 20 figs, and the dog is the lost. Who's next? Me, miss. Some would you like a bag? For your shopping out your nose, I see your ankle tag. Fuck you, curfew, dislocated eye socket. Overnight cop shop with 2 rounds in his pocket. Loves his reputation, now he's known for being a rocket. In his dreams, 9mm loaded. I'm a hitch, double OD. Low lace, come with what they say about me. Cause I'm a hitch, double OD. Low lace, come with what they say about me.
A dog with a job, what the fuck is that? When our poor Mickey's just sitting in the flat, sipping on his cans and smoking rollies. Cause all the best jobs are taken by the doggies.
Sweaty black and crack and must blur behind lab. Beat the fast and a says, got that note on bank cash. Jack and Nish, hit the stash, want to pass, it's an art. Jack a goose, Coquelino, solo Miriam, jaw ash. Jack.
It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Throw a hook, a jab and a boot. I sneak a quick tooth, then I fire another boot. For calling me a fruit, for trying to take the loot. But Billy won't be bothering any more hoots.
Nish, couple of cash, do you want it in your chest, or your knees, or your head? DJ Provy has the lead. You can beg, you can plead, you can tell us what we need, you can change your name.
But you're all the fucking same. I'm a hitch, double OD. Low lace, come with what they say about me. Cause I'm a hitch, double OD. Low lace, come with what they say about me. I'm a hitch, double OD. Low lace, come with what they say about me. Cause I'm a hitch, double OD. Low lace, come with what they say.
Yeah, something a bit different there, folks. Yes. Bit of kneecap there for you. There's a HOOD from the lads from West Belfast, and your man DJ Provy as well from Derry. So we'll have to give them lads a wee shout out on the show, definitely. They're getting me more and more mainstream now, so all the promotion for them we can get, which will be great. So well then, folks, yes, I just purchased this here this week. I was hoping to have it from my gig in Birmingham, but definitely going to be getting this for my future gigs. No way, she's getting worse. DJ Pro V Carson, there you go. Yo, 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 yo. Oh, who's this here coming into the room? Oh, hold on a second. Maeve, come around here. Wait a minute. Where are you? Here, come around this side. Come on around here. Oh, there she is there. She's just come in. So she has. Do you want to say hello to everybody? Come on up. Oh. Oh. This is our big girl, Maeve. What? Talk on the microphone. Say hello.
Hi.
Tell everybody your name.
Matterson.
Don't be shouting in the microphone. Say hello. What's your name?
Matterson.
And what school do you go to?
Nursery.
You go to nursery. What's your nursery called?
Holy Child.
Holy Child. Are you going home to go to bed now, are you?
Yes.
Right, okay. So let that. Will Danny take his mask off? Is he scaring everybody? Yeah? Right, tell everybody night night.
Bye, everybody, what's this?
What's what? Right, don't be touching it. Right, go on you down. Go on you down home with mummy. I'm watching, don't break my lights. Okay? There you go.
What will I do?
Right, here. Right, you go out that way. It's just racking the place. Can you get out? Maeve, there. Here. There, go. Close the door behind you. You see, this room's like a maze, folks, so it is. Bye. Have a good show. Right, so we'll just get DJ Provy our away for the night, so that'll be his last appearance this evening, if that there, so it will, so there we go. Yeah, cheers to Darren as well for sending me that out. Good man, you can still buy them. Where do I get one? Jim McCaff says, go to Emerald Custom Designs. Darren Neal he's selling them, and he just done my new DJ Rebel Road banner as well for me, so any of you want to get anything like that there, folks, go on to Emerald Custom Designs on Facebook, and Darren will sort you out whatever you need, print it off. So well, James McMullen, how do you, James? What's the crack? Kev Dunn, Intruders indeed, yes, Intruders. They're in their dances, loving the bally. Big improvement. Cheers, Marty. Yeah, well, there you go. I always do try to tend to please everybody. So so right, we'll move on. So what are we going to play here next? What do we have lined up? Let's see. I will go do a bit of the Rebel Hearts now. The lads from County Tipperary band where Michael McCormack is from, our guest this evening. So we'll maybe be talking a bit about the Rebel Hearts as well later on. So here we go. This is from our album we've done there a good few years ago now. The Rebs for Hope album, all in the aid of the suicide awareness in West and North Belfast. So this is a track called The Galtee Mountain Boy, and I love this version. This one, it's just the way, for me, it's the way it's meant to be played, slow and just gradual, and the way it should be sung as well. So here we go. This is The Galtee Mountain Boy from Tipperary's The Rebel Hearts.
Join the flying column in 1916 in Cork with Sean Moylan, Tipperary wet and rain, arrested by Free Staters and sentenced for to die. Oh, farewell to Tipperary, said the Galtee Mountain Boy. We went across the valleys, over the hilltops green, where we met with Dilly Lacey, Sean Hogan and Anne Breen, Sean Moylan and his gallant band. Oh, they kept the flag flying high. Oh, farewell to Tipperary, said the Galtee Mountain Boy. We trekked the Dublin mountains, we were rebels on the run. Though hunted night and morning, we were outlaws but free men. We tracked the Wicklow mountains as the sun was shining high. Oh, farewell to Tipperary, said the Galtee Mountain Boy. and to the Galtee Mountains that oft-time sheltered me. To the men who fought for our liberty, and they died without a sigh. May their cause be not forgotten, said the Galtee Mountain Boy.
There we go. The Galtee Mountain Boy there, folks, from the Rebel Hearts from County Tipperary. Great wee tune there. Right, so just I'm going to put this up here, the comment that Paul from the Paddy Boys just put up there. Let's see, where is it? He says, yep, there will be an independent commemoration for the Upton Ambush on Sunday the 16th of February at 4 p.m. At the Upton Monument. There's the address there, T12 NV61. All is very welcome to attend. So folks, if you're about there, get yourself up there. It's always I think Paul and the lads normally play a couple of tunes at the monument, so they going by like previous years' videos and stuff on Facebook. So if you're about there on the 16th, get yourselves about. What's crack, Ryan? How are you? James McMullen, Pain on the Agony, indeed. Yep, I think Iona definitely is. She's done in. Just this weekend, it's just caught up on her. And she should probably land in maybe later on about 5 to 9 or something. Go, I'm only in my bed, so yeah, no sympathy for you, Iona. Not one jot of sympathy, I have to say. So, remember, folks, I was telling you a while ago, so I have like a daddy pig. I'll try and get a picture of it up later on. I'll put up earlier on in the lorry. So I've had this busy daddy pig that I got for Christmas from Josie, like from our for first birthday or something, or first Christmas, whatever it was. So every lorry I've ever had, or every company I've worked for, I've had this pig and sat it in the windowsill, just as a wee sort of memento or whatever, and means something, do you know what I mean? So then last year, my ma knitted a wee, she started taking a notion of like knitting things, so she knitted a wee Celtic jumper for it, so she did. And now it takes pride of place in my lorry. I have the green LED lights and all in the cab, looks really nice. So I have Daddy Pig sitting on my window, so anywhere I go, people see it. I mean, whatever. So this is like 2025, folks. This happened. Now, I know probably the Rangers fans are probably a wee bit sort of pissed off after yesterday's result, and they're still feeling a bit numb, whatever. But so I'm driving through Carnmoney housing estate today. Obviously, and he's over Carnmoney over in Newton Abbey. So I was driving my big blue 40-foot lorry, you know what I mean, trailer, up through this here housing estate, and having my Daddy Pig in the window, whatever. You know, obviously Carnmoney is a bit of a estate that would be probably filled to the brim with loyalists, but listen, each their own. I'm not doing nobody any harm. So I'm driving through this estate and I had talkback or something on the radio, whatever. And next thing, this guy, I'd say he's maybe in his late 50s, right? And I would probably describe him as what he was wearing was Anthony Hart's style of being a full kit, as I always slag him. Literally had on full Rangers baseball kit, Rangers scarf, Rangers top on, Rangers tracksuit, Rangers big puffy coat. He's probably had Rangers gutties on as well, but he's driving down or walking down the street. And I spotted him a mile away, like, so I'm just minding my own business. And next thing I looked up and he starts pointing like it's here, and he's shouting whatever, and I was like, what the hell is he saying? So I stopped and I wrote, I says, "You right there, mate?" And he says, "There's no Fenian pigs welcome in Carnmoney." And I was like, what? And I said, "Did I hear that right?" He says, "There's no Fenian pigs welcome in Carnmoney. Take you and your Fenian pig and piss off back to where you came from." And he used a few more expletives, but I'm not going to say them because my ma's listening downstairs and I don't want her to send me a WhatsApp basically rapping my knuckles for cursing on her because I know she doesn't like it. So I'm going to try this year to not curse as much on the show. But yeah, so this like literally this guy, late 50s, and he was triggered by a stuffed Daddy Pig toy, like with a green and white striped hooped cardigan on or jumper on. And this annoyed him so much, he's seen this in my window, that he had to stop and shout and blur at me and point. this is what's happening, folks. This is how triggered they are with that result yesterday. And I says, mate, listen, away on, would you? And just drove on. But it was quite funny, I have to say. But madness that somebody would be so annoyed that they'd have to stop out of their day and make a point of shouting and bawling like at that. Do you know what I mean? Like, nightmare. Right, so in honour of what Paul there said about the Upton Ambush commemoration, this Sunday the 16th at the Upton Monument, we're going to play now. Going to play the Upton Ambush. So I'm going to play the version from Patsy Watchworth. And Paul, the only thing being, I'm pretty sure this might be on your CD, your album, is it? I don't have that on my hard drive, right? You need to get it on Spotify, so you do, so I can play all your songs, mate. Get it on. As far as I'm aware, it's not on Spotify yet, so isn't it? Or even like on YouTube. But so I'm going to play the Patsy Watchworth version of this here. So this is the Upton Ambush, folks, on the Rebel podcast, all in honour of the Upton Ambush commemoration this Sunday the 16th, folks, at the Upton Ambush Monument.
Many homes are filled with sorrow and with sadness. Many hearts are filled with anguish and with pain. For old Ireland now she hangs her head in mourning for those men who died at Upton for Sinn Féin. Let the moon shine out tonight along the valley where those men who fought for freedom now are laid. May they rest in peace, those men who died for Ireland in the lonely woods at Upton for Sinn Féin. Some are thinking of their mothers, wives and sweethearts. Some are thinking of their dear old Irish homes. Did they think that when they drove along the valley, when they marched out from Cork City to their doom? Let the moon shine out tonight along the valley where those men who fought for freedom now are laid. May they rest in peace, those men who died for Ireland in the lonely woods at Upton for Sinn Féin. Then the morning cry rang out, fix your bayonets. And quite gallantly they fixed them for the fray. Gallantly they fought and died for dear old Ireland in the lonely woods at Upton far away. Let the moon shine out tonight along the valley where those men who fought for freedom now are laid. May they rest in peace, those men who died for Ireland in the lonely woods at Upton for Sinn Féin. In the lonely woods at Upton for Sinn Féin.
There we go. There was another song coming in there. So there was Patsy Watchworth there, folks, with the Upton Ambush, the lonely woods of Upton there. And just as Craigie said, Craigie, what's cracking, mate? Good to see you on the night. He says, yeah, R.I.P. Tom Daly. Yeah, it was Tom's song. Indeed, so it was. I actually remember the night we had the function for him over in that wee bar over in the Whitewell. I was playing along with Jerry and Ryan McCabe. And there's a video there of Tom singing it. So it was, and so I basically played that there over the speakers. So it was a bit sort of like very haunting, but yeah, I remember definitely was Tom's song. He used to always sing that. So yep, R.I.P. Tom Daly indeed. So Alan Chuck McPherson said looking for Claymore, Bobby Sands, please. He says that there's Dublin City Ramblers, singer, brilliant. Martin says I heard last night Queen's Park goalie is a wee Fenian and his family originates from Downpatrick. Make that result even sweeter. Well, here, Marty, what about your other team, the Pool, and Connor Hazard as well? Good wee Celtic man, literally knocking Liverpool out of the FA Cup. I'm sure there was a result that nobody expected to see at all. So I'm just replying to Michael here. There it is now. So we'll go get another wee song here, folks. So obviously last week there, I'm not sure if I played this song or not. Maybe I did, maybe didn't. Was the ruling of the obviously the Clonoe ambush, and obviously the DUP and Jim Allister, all the rest of them. They're making a massive issue out of it. So they are. But I think obviously listening to the Nolan show and Talkback and various different other shows during the week and that night, of course Doug Beattie was all come on and back up his SAS mates as he would, being an ex-Brit and all, what I mean. But he basically had said this ruling is a disgrace, etc. They were going out to bomb and maim, etc. Blah blah blah. But I think the thing was that had the Brits basically went and after they carried out the operation, right, obviously at the barracks in Coal Island, had they basically ambushed the men and there was a gunfight or whatever, and they were murdered, I don't think obviously I'm sure the families mightn't have had a lot to say, and they might have said, listen, well, the guys were involved in the gun battle, but obviously that's what the Brits did try to say at the time, and that's since been proven to be wrong. But at the end of the day, they drove back down into the car park. There was no gun battle. I think they were in the process of Marty. I think they were in the process of actually taking the gun down and stuff, and obviously the SAS just blattered the lot of them with machine gun fire, even shooting lads as they were on the way in the back. One of the lads was laying on the ground, obviously I'm sure Teddy bread already, and they shot him in the face. So I think this is what the issue was, and what the coroner had been saying, that basically the murderings were unlawful, so they were, and that's what the big issue was, and how the DUP and them just, they can't see this here, so they can't, we all know there was a shoot to kill policy, so there was happening at that time. So so we're going to play now the Irish Brigade, the ambush of Clonoe. And again, I think I maybe said this before. This is and Jerry Glacken did say this himself. It's probably the hardest song he ever had to write, out of all the ballads and songs that they had written over the years. All because I think it was three of the lads, maybe two of them or three of them. Jerry was their school teacher for many years, and obviously knowing them personally, knowing them at a level in class and stuff. They died in this operation, so I'm sure it was very, very hard for Jerry, especially being a Tyrone man as well, and they're Tyrone lads, for him to write this song. It was very emotional. So, folks, this is the Ambush of Clonoe, and once this song is done, we're going to get Michael McCormack live on the show for us this evening, folks.
Here's a song for young lives lost before their time, for daring lads cut down in their pride, in a land that longed for freedom and for peace. It's a prayer that all the heartache soon will cease. Sometimes it's hard to find the words to say, when the cut's so deep the pain won't go away. How much longer must we struggle, mourn and pray, till we see the light of freedom's dawning day? In their boyhood years these lads learned at first hand, they were only second class in their own land. Stopped and searched by police each time they walked the streets, and degraded by each foot patrol they made. To those RUCN soldiers it was fun to intimidate our children with their guns, But there's some young folk who won't take any more, and there's some who'll want to even up the score. Barry O'Donnell was a thorn in England's side. He led his volunteers with dauntless pride. Sean O'Farrell stood beside him all the while, and we never will forget his roguish smile. Countless times in action these pair played their part. That they couldn't hold them broke the soldiers' hearts. But both lads knew they lived on borrowed time, but they'd make their mark before they crossed the line. In Island Square that February night, well, the sentries in the barrack all took fright. Oh, for on a lorry coming straight ahead was a unit of the East Tyrone Brigade. From that lorry's back the Irish flag flew high, and the big machine gun pointed at the sky. And when Barry with that gun began to shoot, oh, the Brits there longed for transfers to Beirut. As the traitor bullets split the barrack wall, our brave volunteers showed no fear at all. As that lorry drove away, the people cheered, little knowing that their cries would soon be cheered. It was the boldest deed that little town had known in all the years of struggle in Tyrone. It was the saddest night that town would come to know, for the SAS lay waiting at Clonoe. It was not until they had the big gun down, and our volunteers thought they were safe and sound, that the Sassy opened up from every side, and on that killing ground 4 brave lads died. We lost both Peter Clancy on that night, a volunteer who scorned Britannia's might. Young Paddy Vincent died there by his side. He gave his life for what he thought was right. We salute you, Barry Peter, Paddy Sean. Though you've left us, your memory will live on. For to the crown, the knee you'd never bend, and you were bold and fearless to the end. So come all of you who love your native land, as for peace and freedom we march hand in hand. Our brave volunteers have not been lost in vain. From the ashes we will build our land. So come all of you, so come all of you who love your native land. As for peace and freedom we march hand in hand. Our brave volunteers have not been lost in vain. From the ashes we will build our land again. From the ashes we will build our land again. How much Clonoe?
Yeah, sending the Irish together, folks, with the Ambush to Clonoe. Basically, as because of the ruling last week, so that's why we're playing the song this evening. So, Michael, can you hear me, mate?
Yeah, absolutely, Ro. How are you going?
Happy, good man. Listen, is there any more merch you want to get in there?
I was just going to say, I'm missing something from up here.
Yes, I see your mug there, and then you have the Bora on the background, you have, and your hat as well. And the t-shirt, Jesus Christ, mate, you're fair pretty. You're going to milk this in HCR. But listen, that's what it's all about. So it is. So listen, mate, welcome back. You're one of the few selected guests who's had the opportunity to come on for a follow-up interrogation, so to say, on the Rebel podcast. So first up, so for anybody who might not be aware of the Irish Sound podcast and yourself, so does he tell us, basically just a refresher, who you are, whereabouts you're from, and a wee bit about the Irish Sound?
Yeah, so obviously, name Michael McCormack. I am originally from up the country. I'm originally from Sligo. Left, God, I'm gone a lot longer than I was there now. Lived in England for a long time. Came back to Ireland for college and stuff. And it was during lockdowns. the same as everyone. I was watching musicians, watching yourself, and to be honest, I felt a little bit gutted that some of the musicians that I really look up to were sitting in their sitting rooms playing guitar to screens, like maybe we're so used to. But that was the start of it. It started as sort of just a reason to be involved and a reason to help promote some of the, I hate saying smaller acts, but I guess they probably are in the big scheme of things. Still fabulous musicians like you had on last week, the likes of Toby and those. Still brilliant musicians, and still the music that I thought. Well, I was worried back then that maybe it was dying a little bit, but now I think it's probably on the up, if anything.
Definitely. So, see, before we get into anything meaningful, right? This is sort of say on the show, Nick. Obviously, you're from not too far from where the two Johnnies are from, so you aren't in Tip there. So obviously, a few weeks ago, this massive story, Nick, has just overtook the whole nation about this. Obviously, the GA catfish. Has it been as big down there where you're from as it has been up here, like?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no point in saying any different. I was laughing the weekend. Every person we talked to, myself and Mary, we were up in Derry, obviously, but everyone we talked to was, do you know the two Johnnies? Do you know the two Johnnies? Do you know the catfish? Yeah, crazy. Yeah, it is as big down here. We probably know people on the outskirts that are related to the lads or know the lads or know people involved with them. So it's literally all everyone's been talking about. No two ways about it.
It's bonkers. So it's like this.
It is bonkers.
Have you listened to all three of the episodes, like yourself? Or
yeah. And I mentioned it as well. And I know I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to ruin it or don't want to say anything about the show. But there's a Derry catfish now as well.
Yeah, I seen Owen Quigg on TikTok last week talking about it as well. So it's madness. Right, so we'll move on to this. Massive congratulations on over 50,000 Facebook followers now, mate. Mad. As I sort of said to you when you got them, I was like, if I hadn't probably a bit more as much naughty on Facebook as I have been, I may have got that far myself by him. But obviously I've had that many bloody bans and bloody kicked out and back on again, and then been busy shadow banned and blocked. I think I'm lucky just to still be here at this stage for them. So I think obviously a bit like myself, the deal sort of has, as I say, like a decent sized following. I think the daily occurrence of sort of blocking trolls and deleting comments on your pages is sort of, obviously it's one of the pitfalls of having such a big presence on social media. Obviously most of the ones I sort of call them melters, like as I would refer to them from, will come from sort of like the loyalists or sort of background, because I'm in the north here. But I think maybe yourself, obviously your podcast would be based in the south, and a lot of your followers would be based in the south. So I think we would sort of refer to them as maybe West Brits, maybe would be giving you a lot of sort of grief and hate on your page. So I mean, how sort of do you find that there? I mean, is it a daily occurrence? You're because I see like you're always going on, people, like no matter what you post, you just sort of straight away people are sort of commenting, you're having to delete stuff now, whatever, all the time.
Yeah, and it's mad. And in the beginning, and it is a daily occurrence, like you said, it is. I won't say it's all day every day, but it takes up a good bit of time. Part of that is you want some of the comments because that helps grow. Because good or bad, good or bad, it doesn't matter. But obviously, you don't want it. Look, you don't want abuse. You don't want abuse for the sake of an abuse. And there is posts on the page. Even herself says it to me. There's posts on the page where I have argued with people, and we found. I won't say we found a common ground, but we found a middle ground, and I've left those there. Completely different side to the story. I would never agree with their opinion. They would probably never agree with mine. But it wasn't come from an abusive place. And in the beginning, when those comments would come, I would actually be a bit gutted. I'd be like, oh, what do I do? And now I don't even bat an eyelid. 9 times out of 10, just delete, delete the comments, block them, move on.
Delete, block. It's just like a daily here. Delete, block.
Yeah, and it's not. I heard someone say it, and I don't know. Sometimes I'm not a big fan of his, but it's Joe Rogan, and he will always comment. He doesn't read any comments, nothing. Regardless, luckily, maybe he's too big. He's not posting the stuff. But I took that from it. You couldn't. I like to read all the comments, and there's loads of positive stuff in there. But the negative stuff is just don't dwell on it. But delete it, block them, move on.
But say that's one of the pitfalls. I mean, I think it's some ways man sort of said, like with great power comes great responsibility. Like with this, you have to sort of who was it said that there? I don't. Somebody was it really Samuel L. Jackson or something? Somebody one of them. I think it's obviously a thing with having like a big following. You have to sort of just take the rough with the smooth, don't you? Like and sort of.
But you probably suffer more. Well, you definitely suffered more in the beginning because it's live. So you're able.
Definitely,
anything you play live really draws on the moderator. So despite the abuse and whatever that you can maybe block, when you're doing something live, you're going to get caught one way or another.
obviously more when we done the Sunday show, it was mad. It was thankfully Marty there. I mean, it was more probably on Facebook than on YouTube, but I think now it's probably more on TikTok. So this, because you know yourself with TikTok, you just open the anybody and anything can just come on and whatever. But I'm sort of finding now I'm starting to sort of reply to all the comments with video, no direct video messages, whatever. I mean, just some of them, not all of them. I mean, but like a lot of them, I'll just delete. I'm not going to get in this week. I mean, it's like I think it really annoys me. Is like I put a few videos up there of the flute bands from the Ballad Fest there 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And obviously, I played with them for many years, and for me, it's like. It's great to see so many young kids coming through, you know what I mean, and with the band and marching with them and playing with them. And just, you're getting all these arseholes loyalists coming on that they're sort of like, they're the greatest bands in the world and just making a mockery of them, you know what I mean? And I'm just listening, I'm not even going to let your comment be seen. As soon as I come through it, I'm deleting it. I mean, no matter who you are, if it's a loyalist band or a Republican band, whatever, to go out and learn an instrument and go out on the road or whatever and march, it takes a lot of guts and do it. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I know from playing the bands all my life how much practice and dedication it takes to get out and actually be able to march on the road to be good enough to play. I mean, without somebody busy coming kicking in you and just giving you grief like. So, but I think for me at the start, a lot of the grief was on the live show. But now I'm fighting. It just depends. I might post something on Facebook on the podcast page and there'll be nothing, there'll be a few people get a few likes, but then you post something that's slightly controversial and the next thing you're just bombarded with stuff. Like I think the last one was one of the videos from our gig in where was it, in Birmingham 2 weeks ago over, and it was when Marty Higgins was singing, and literally just that's been just like I think there's thousands of comments on one of the videos now. It's just all cream buns, like just no argument. And then say there's a few West Brit ones as well from the south, all giving him grief about you don't know your history and all this shit and etc. It's always going to come like so this. So obviously through your various social media pages, you do a great deal, Michael. Obviously promote the Rebel gigs up and down the country, also promoting a lot of the bands on your show. I see you ventured up the Derry last week, so you did, for the Bloody Sunday commemorations and a lot of the various gigs that were happening throughout the city. So how was it for you? And obviously I seen you took the whole family with you as well. So what's the crack? Did Marty let you into the brass neck with the kids or whatever? What way did their work? Or?
To be honest with you, and I know I talked about it loads, I had a hotel booked in Belfast. I was planning on going to Belfast. Then the stuff in Derry came up. That's a weekend I'm always saying I was going to go to Derry. And there's so much on up there on that weekend. But it was the week of, so last week or the week before. And on the Monday, we still hadn't figured out what we were doing. No one to mind the kids. So Mary's niece, my niece, came with us. So booked into an apartment and she minded the kids while we went out. So it worked out pretty well.
Happy days. You must have paid her a few quid, did you? What was it like?
I probably could have flew up. It would have been cheaper, yeah.
Oh, definitely, So who was obviously some of the acts you've seen over the weekend and who sort of stood out for you?
Well, it was great because I know, and it's through you and through the show, one of the people I actually hadn't met in person was Sean McCafferty. So I'd obviously had Sean on my own show. Obviously, people may or may not know. You had introduced me to the song Joseph Mary, and randomly one weekend I was in Derry and I posted anything on, and Sean was playing, and you had messaged me. So I became friendly with Sean, had him on the show, speak to him quite a lot, but I'd never actually met him in person. So it was great to meet him. And I think everyone in Derry kind of knows Sean, so the crowd is always, you know, like I was videoing a couple of videos, and the fella to the left knows Sean, the fella to the right knows, you know. So it was great to see him. Like, there's so many good bands. Again, Kelly's Men. I don't get to see Kelly's Men all that often. I just don't get to see them live. I've seen them a few times. So again, great to see. And then again, another person I don't see is Kieran Davenport. Paths don't cross that often, and he played there on the Sunday night, so it was great to see him. And he was playing with Sean's sister Ciara, so they were playing together. And I have a great video of them doing Bewitched, so I'm holding on to that one.
What song? What, like C'est la Vie?
Yes.
There's always something like that when Kieran Davenport's involved. So there's I know he doesn't drink as much as he used to, like Sweden, but there's still always a bit of a random tune that'll come out to us, like. But I've seen lots of videos from the parade and stuff or whatever, and some of the gigs. Like I think it was like basically whenever the Birmingham gigs were happening, there's loads of people posting going like, am I the only person here in Scotland that isn't in Birmingham today for these brilliant gigs? Yeah. And then it was the same like last week. People were going like, am I the only person that isn't in Derry this weekend for the Billy Sunday commemoration? Yeah. It's like everybody was there, like, so. Yeah.
And it was nuts because even afterwards, with all the people I met and all the places we went, the amount of people who messaged me Monday, Tuesday and said, oh, I never got to catch up with you. We were in there. Now, the brass neck was jointed. I mean, we got there early enough, 6 o'clock Saturday evening, jointed. And obviously there was rugby finishing up then. It was packed. So the chances of seeing and talking to people, but the amount of music on around the city for the whole weekend was unbelievable.
So obviously, wait a second. I'm just looking for this here. So who are the I had this here on my phone on an email, right, and it just went shut at the top or something. So yes, I'm a few episodes behind now of your show, obviously on Spotify, but I do try and listen to them all. So what's the crack now? Are you sort of still recording in your famous garden shed, or have you sort of ventured out somewhere else now? What's the crack? Are you in the garden shed now? Are you?
I'm back in the garden shed now. I don't like it here. You probably will hear it. It's very echoey. The walls it's blank walls.
You said that then that isn't actually a garden shed. Like it's a purpose.
No, it's a proper.
Does your missus have her beauty salon or something or as well? Like?
Yeah, she has a salon here. Yeah, but it's a very clean salon-y look. So the sound isn't great here. But I recorded a couple of shows in the camper van. I was working on another studio. I'm trying to get that done. I bought so much equipment and have so many things lined up with bands and with interviews to do. And like hand on heart, and people give out to me all the time, it's just time. I don't know how you do it. Like last week I was going to say
to you, like, I thought I was a busy man, like, and people were always going to me, how do you ever find the time to do this and see your family and whatever, like, but then, like, I obviously following you on social media for a while now, like, and you're going, like, how do you find the time to do anything? I mean, you're just always, like, sort of, and you work full time as well, and you're involved in all these truck shows and all whatever and stuff, and, like, you're just always on the go, like.
Yeah, and I said the same about you, and then I said it to herself the other day. I was like, he's in Birmingham, how did he even get back to Belfast? And now he's playing, but I'm the same, and it's just, yours is probably more focused. Obviously, you have your day job. Yours is probably more focused around music and around the rebel scene because you're DJing, you're playing, and then you have the shows and you're looking after people. Mine is probably spread out a bit more, but it's just time. I listened back to the last show I done with you, which was there 2 years ago, or whatever, and in it I said I had a website built, or I was building a website. The website built, but I still haven't finished it. Like, I still haven't finished it, and it's just time. Too many things going on, and even recording the shows. I want to do a show every week. I have so many people lined up to come on. We can't line up where we are. And every month I say, right, this month I'll clear off all this. I get this job out of the way, that job out of the way. And I end up back where I am. I make time for you though.
Like, but do you still have like sort of guest songs? Obviously, I know the first lot of episodes you done, it was more sort of guest oriented, but obviously, listen to the newer stuff from last year. It's more in a music focused sort of as you're doing. So, are you sort of still planning to bring guests on the odd time?
Yeah, I am going to have guests back. Just like I said, and that's my fault. That's not them. I have people lined up. I have different ideas, so that it's not just a boring old plain show all the time. I definitely will have people back on. I have some lined up. Hopefully. It's probably going to be a couple of weeks away, but hopefully a couple more lined up. But it's just getting time. Some of those shows that I've recorded at 11 and 12 o'clock at night myself. And you know more than anyone. Fine, it might be an hour. It's only 10 minutes of talking. Putting that together and making sure you have it all ready and it doesn't sound half-arsed. It takes a lot of time. And I just get caught up with it.
The reason why I went totally just going like live now. Like, listen, once it's done, it's done. See, obviously before, a lot of my shows at the start were all on SoundCloud, and you were sitting like doing this and then recording that bit, and then obviously cutting and pasting, putting it together, editing it, and it literally does take time. It's a pain in the hole. I mean, to do it. So obviously, apart from myself, right, as being probably your favourite guest on the show, right, up to date, was there any other ones that have sort of stood out for you that you've had on that you really enjoyed being on as a guest or whatever? Or
like I had a mixture. The people I had on were either people I knew very well, so that was great. That was great to have people on I knew. But then there was people that I didn't know at all that I really enjoyed. Kev O'Driscoll was a good example. I purposely didn't ask Kev anything. I knew him from lockdown. I knew him from the videos. But the only things I knew about him were stuff that he had spoke about on on a live show between songs or whatever. So that was great. I found out so much about him. I had, like I said, lads that I knew. I had the lads from Catalpa on. I see the lads all the time, but getting to talk to them on the show was great as well. And like I go back to it because maybe it's the Derry thing. Having Sean on was great, especially because I found it through you and found the song. You know, there was a real connection. So like that, I
actually speaking
had
to
other
Sean
people on that
week.
I won't mention.
So he's going to be on our show probably in the next month or two. So
great.
I'm talking to him, and see, it was actually Toby Mac was talking to him last week. He's like, "Oh, Jesus, would you not get Sean on?" I was like, "I'm pretty sure I asked him before, and either it was one of them ones. He's like, oh, I'm too much too shy and all. He didn't want to. Maybe he didn't want to do the live thing. I mean, I actually asked him about getting Kira as well. And I texted him back. I said, Sean, I would get you on tomorrow because I did ask before, and he's like, I mean, I'm sort of the attitude now. He's like, fuck it. So at the start, I've made him a bit more sort of like, I don't fancy it. But he says, nah, yep, I'll happily come on. So I'll just go try and get a date arranged with him. I'll definitely get him on because I have so much respect for Sean McCaffrey. I have his whole family. Like, I mean, they're just so talented. Like, I mean, they're just amazing. Like, probably definitely one of the best musicians and family musicians you ever come out of Derry. So they are like, so slightly a bit off topic. But you mentioned yourself, you're a great man for this camper van, so you're obviously following you online and seeing every week where you're going to. So how long have you been at this here? Like, and sort of, how does the family sort of feel about being trips up and down the country every other week? I mean, I'm assuming like the wife and kids enjoy it, or would they rather be heading off to Santa Clara or something like, or Tenerife?
That the camper van was. I used to go to the camper. We used to have caravans and camper vans and stuff when I was younger. Not a whole pile, but the camper van came along. I think it was probably end of COVID kind of time. Everyone was kind of looking at camper vans, and we love being outdoors. Both of us love being outdoors. Kids love being outdoors, obviously.
Yeah.
I got the camper van. We agreed to get it together. I was pretty sure the minute I get it, Mary she's not getting in a camper van and going away for a week. I'm sitting in her salon. You know, she's a girly woman, whatever you want to call it, into all her fashion, into her nails, her hair, everything. So I'm this is not going to happen. Very first time we went away, instantly loved it. Find it very hard to get her to stay in a hotel. She does not like hotels. She wants to stay in the camper van. So yeah, it's definitely not just me. It's definitely not just me.
See, when you were talking there, I know for a fact that that would be like Laura's worst nightmare. She would just say, I'm not doing that. If I went away, and that's what she would say, says, I want to go away and stay in a hotel, even if it's just whatever, but I'm not staying in a caravan or a camper van. It's my idea of hell, like, I mean, but for me personally, because I've done it, I don't know if I mentioned you before, but I used to work in Duffy Circus, right? And it was like, I used to travel ahead of the show, putting all like the posters and the banners and all there. So I would travel like 3 weeks ahead. So it was called like the advanced crew. But we only stayed in caravan parks, so it wasn't like you were staying bloody bog fields or anything, whatever. Yeah. You're getting proper showers and all. But it's actually, it's funny enough, you're from Tipperary. Whenever the show would have been in Clonmel, we used to stay at there's you probably know, but there's one in Kerr. It's actually on like an apple farm.
Apple farm. Yeah.
So it's basically like, they supply loads of the apples to Magners or Bummers, whatever it is. And I remember, like, still to this day, that they used to make their own like apple juice and their own apple cider and all whatever. It was just pure. Like, I mean, you go in, it was just like a wee glass bottle, and this stuff was like, it's like this, all the sinew and the seeds and all. It was see, stuck in the fridge first thing in the morning. Oh, it was great. So it was like, and this was literally just coming right out of, like, you opened the door in the morning, and there was just thousands of apple trees all around you, like, it was class. Yeah. So it was like,
yeah, it's still there, and we like Mary didn't like not like Laura. Mary would say, "I want to do it," but I thought, no way. But she loves it, and we rarely stay in campsites. If I'm honest, if we can get away without staying in a campsite, we don't. Now we're not side of the road job, but you know what I mean. In general, there's places we don't have to be in a campsite, and we go to Derry. We've been to Derry a few times in the camper van, and people that know Derry will know the Foyle Railway Museum. There's a car park out there. It's just a public car park, but they allow camper vans there, and it's like £3 a night, and you're practically in town. So places like that are phenomenal.
Brilliant. So obviously we can't get you on, mate, and not talk about Celtic. You're a massive fan like myself. So massive big game coming up this Wednesday against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. So obviously with sort of Dyson's missing, so he is. It's going to be like tricky, like, but I think obviously with Jada, he's surely going to come in, I think, alongside Kuhn and with like Ada up front. So how do you reckon the match is going to go? Like, are you sort of optimistic or like?
Hey, look, like, how can you be a fan and not be optimistic? You know, you have to be. Yeah, I think I like to have a bet now and again. If I was looking from the outside, you can't fancy us. You can't think, but we do have that unique, bringing teams up to Celtic Park. We do have something unique about us. We do have
European net. Yeah, it's something special.
It's something different, and there's loads of other teams that have that. There's teams around England. There's teams around Europe that have that very special thing, and we're lucky enough to be one of them. And qualifying and the way things are going, do I think we can get a result at home? Yeah. Do I think we can get through? I mean, it would be. It's a big ask. It's a big ask, but. Over 2 legs. Some people will say over 1 leg is better. Do you know what? I don't know. If we pick up a result at Celtic Park, some people will say that's going to make it very hard when we go away. I don't know. We have a chance, yeah, but I'd be very surprised. I'd love that. I mean, I'd love that. But my head says it's going to be pretty tough.
I think obviously the good thing being Maida will be available for the away match. I think
the away game, yeah.
But he's on some form now, isn't he?
Phenomenal.
He's unplayable.
I think we paid, was it 1.2 million or something? I think we paid.
And I can understand. I couldn't believe that he's younger than Kyogo. So he's only 27 and Kyogo's 31 or something. That's mad.
So, a guy actually said it to me today. I got a truck driver friend of mine pulled up and he was talking to me and he said the same thing. I didn't realise what age he was. Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. My dad's just in the room with my tea here. Only a second. Might have to disrupt there a wee second. Come on in here. Oh. Here, there we go. I'll get me own merch in myself for my podcast mug. So you have to send me one of them up there, Michael. One of your cups, and I'll send you one of mine. Down.
Did I not send you one?
No, you didn't. No.
Oh, I thought I did.
I think you'd said or something. No, I'll see. Give me your address, and I'll send you one of these here up. So
yeah, we'll do.
Oh, happy days. Yeah. So obviously, match the other day. I know it was Wraith Rovers in the Buddy Cup, but still, I mean, I see you only play who's against you, but that hat trick, 50 goals, for Celtic, and 20 for the season. He's just but I think even now, I was a bit worried when Kyogo went about Adam Maida. Is he going to step up here? But I mean, against Aston Villa, he was powerful. I mean, they had 2 goals, were brilliant. I think
people have rushed to judge Adam way too fast. I think he came up and scored a couple of important goals, and then all of a sudden. All right, he didn't score loads of goals, but I mean, you have to bear in mind what he went through. He moved club to a club he loves. Then it ended up he wasn't sure he was going to be there. There's a lot of change happening there. So I always think I still do. I think he's going to be a great player for us. I can see him scoring a lot of goals. Maybe people will argue and say the way he fits into the team and the way we play, but I mean,
but then again, obviously he didn't have Jada before, where he's got. But then again, you look at it and go, listen. If Avida is going to be the main striker, Jada is in Daisan's position. So what happens there? I mean, how is he going to fit them both in the same team? I mean, he's going to have to leave one of them out. And
they're good problems to have, though.
Of course, but I mean, obviously he hasn't brought Jada back to sit in the bench. I don't think. I mean, he's too good a player to be sitting there and just. I think now, obviously, it's still a bit of a honeymoon period. He's back and he's happy enough to get minutes. But he's not going to just sitting there and coming on for half an hour every week. I mean,
I don't think so. But I think he did allude to an interview himself, didn't he? That he needs to work his way back to fitness. That he's not anywhere near where he needs to be. So hopefully that is the case, and that we're going to see the best of him. And there's no way a player of Jada's caliber, assuming he comes back to what he can do, there's no way he's sitting on the bench. It's just not going to happen.
Well, listen, if that's him that's not fit yet, I can't wait to see what he is. But he fit because see watching them last 2 games, just see him coming on. He's just obviously they were talking about Palma and Yang as well. Now, Yang has played pretty well the other day, but he's basically done more than them 2 have done in the last maybe season and a half when he's done in his last 3 matches coming on. I mean, just I think as well he is a lot back
well he has a lot of love for the club, obviously, but he's went through a lot, and coming back and the reception he got, that's even going to give him another 10%. I think he still has more to come as well.
Yeah. So listen, what's it like? Can let people know how can they find your podcast? Where is it uploaded to, and when is there a day it's uploaded every week, or what's the crack with?
Yeah, so at the minute it's meant to be every 2 weeks, but somebody got in my way this week, so it'll probably be tomorrow or Wednesday before this week's show gets out.
Who's that?
Usually every 2 weeks at the minute. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Usually every 2 weeks. It's on all podcast platforms at The Irish Sound, and of course you can get me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at The Irish Sound as well.
And well, do you have any of your merch? Is it for sale or what? I don't know if you had your hats there and stuff and whatever.
I do have some hats. I changed supplier because I was testing out some stuff, and I have some t-shirts and hoodies and stuff that's coming. I just held tough because I want to nail down the new stuff that I'm doing, get the website up, and get it all working the way it's meant to be working. So it's not me chasing my tail. But there's going to be some, probably by the end of March time, I'm going to have some new merch available again. Yeah.
So, is there any other gigs you're planning to head into anywhere, or are you all gigged out for this last while bit? Obviously, with
I'm going to Mallow next weekend.
Oh, are you going to for the Mallow Ball Fest?
I'm going down to Mallow. Yeah, I don't. We're not staying or anything, but I'm going to fly down. Definitely go down. And
have you seen Miles play before live?
I have never seen Miles play live.
You're in for a treat.
Yeah, One of the main reasons I've actually never seen him. And I've never seen somebody else I was talking to. Who else was I talking to that I hadn't seen?
Have you seen Spirit of Freedom? No.
I've seen Spirit of Freedom, but somebody asked me the other day and I couldn't remember where I seen them. And I still haven't figured that out, but I had seen them, yeah. And we were at I seen Paul from Clover a couple of weeks ago. I was talking to him. I can't remember seeing the full band of Clover live, but I must have. I must have, but I can't remember seeing the whole band live. So,
well, obviously they're slightly changed now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And obviously they're that's the new guy Mike is playing the bass with them. Yeah. Obviously Trevor's there with the accordion, and then Paul. Yeah. So yeah, but a bit different. And probably people have seen them from last year, but yeah. So Paul's on our guest. We're going to have lined up the next couple of weeks as well. Just obviously he's going to be starting to do a few solo gigs over during midweek. So just trying to get him fit him in because I know he has a few Monday ones planned. So he does. So Michael, obviously, it's great having you on, mate. Thanks very much for coming in tonight. Great to have an wee catch up and chat with you, as always. So I did mention to you the other day, so what we're going to do is any of the guests we're getting on, of the singers, we're going to try and get them to do a live song and then pick a song. So obviously yourself, well, I'd ask you to pick a wee tune for us to play at the interview. So what have you went for? What song do you want really?
I was thinking of it, and I had to go for one. I know I didn't pick it the last day, but I had to go for one that you obviously introduced to me, and that's Joseph Mary, one of my favourite songs. And I love the version, the way that they put it together, the way that they put the music together of it. I really love that song, and to me, it should be way more popular than it is. But yeah, Joseph Mary by obviously Sean McCafferty.
Definitely, whenever I get Sean on the show, it's something I want to talk about obviously how the track came to him, how they put the music together and offer. Yeah, because it's a great story, and obviously I actually haven't played it on the show for a good while, so I haven't, and I mean there is a really great story behind this song, obviously. So, folks, if anybody hasn't heard this yet, obviously you've all heard Grace. You have whatever it's a song I don't say the test playing now, but just with the whole I Will Die stuff, it just does my head in. I just don't like playing it just because of that. There, do you know what I mean? But this song here sort of is from the eyes of Grace. So it is of her basically. Perception of what happened. It's a beautiful song. So it's sung by Sean McCafferty, and it was come out on one of the Notes from Diary albums. I think it was the second album. This was when Ronan McDonald told me. He said, "Listen, look, once we heard this song, that's what they said is to make this second album." He says this was going to be the main song for the album. He says the rest of the album was going to be great, but this was going to be what this album was for. So obviously Sean let us use it on our Rebs for Hope album as well. So we're going to play it now. So Michael, thanks very much, mate, and I hope to see you, catch up with you again sometime again.
Cheers, you too, bud.
Good luck, mate, and good luck with the podcast. All right, cheers, Mark.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Thanks. So that was Michael McCormack there, folks, from the Irish Sound podcast. So brilliant to have him on. Another great interview. So check him out. All his podcasts are on Spotify, on Apple Music, and Amazon Music, all that kind of stuff. If you're into rebel music, Michael's a man for it. He obviously gives his own perspective on the different guests he has about the different songs, and as I told you, he just spends his weekends travelling up and down the country in his camper van, going to gigs with the missus and all. So I had pleasure to meet Michael last year for the first time at Ballad Fest in the Devonish, and I could yarn with him. So yep, Michael, great interview as always. So thanks very much, mate, for coming on and joining me from County Tipperary tonight. So as promised, this is a song that he picked, and it's a song I introduced him to, like a lot of us. It's a song called Joseph Mary from Sean McCafferty.
losing slowly, for you've a greater love than I'll forgive you for your first love, for Ireland is so deep. And I know for you to save her, you must leave me here. My heart is breaking, Joseph, as I hear the seagulls play. No longer you'll be with me after all of this today. I know I'll never love again, my heart is far too sore. And I know that you'll stay with me until we meet once more. 1,000 times I've pictured our wedding in my head, with all our comrades gathered, but your fate is set instead. These memories of Kilmainham will stay with me now. This fight for Irish freedom has led us to our vows. Our love lies in the future of Ireland bright and free. We took the call together to gain our liberty. But until then, dear Joseph, sleep well the Clonoe. And when I finally join you, we'll have eternity. 1,000 times I've pictured our wedding in my head, with all our comrades gathered, but your fate is set instead. These memories of Kilmainham will stay with me now. This fight for Irish freedom has led us to our vows. This fight for Irish freedom has led us to our vows.
That is Sean McCaffrey there, folks, with the ballad there of Joseph Mary. Beautiful, beautiful songs. The sea laddies are saying there now. That was a song picked there from Michael McCormack. So it is. You see Harry Townsend here. Ro, is this going to be a normal thing on Mondays? Yes, mate. So obviously we were doing the show last year on a Wednesday. From this year onwards, we moved back to myself. Marty's back in the house with a spanner, so he is. Keeping an eye on things. So it's just the Rebel podcast live streams will be every Monday night, mate, from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. So hopefully you can join us in. So you can with a bit of luck. There we go. Let's see. Maura Burns, how you doing, Maura? Over there in Coatbridge. Good to see you on, missus. Johan, yep, this song is beautiful. Definitely is, mate. Definitely is. Right, so you've heard their Michael was talking about the Mallow Ballad Fest. So I'll just give you a wee shout. I've seen Martin was earlier on said about put the poster up. So this is actually the gig, folks. So it's the Mallow Ballad Fest 25 this Saturday, the 15th of February. Doors open 7:30 p.m. It's in the Hibernian Hotel in Mallow, County Cork. It's going to be Miles Gaffney, Spirit of Freedom, the Paddy Boys, Clover, and the 3 Bukulele. Is it Bukulele or Bukulele? I'm pronouncing that wrong or saying it wrong, but that's the way it looks like to me, so it is. So yeah, tickets are €25, folks. It's going to be a great. I know Martin had said there's still some rooms available in that hotel, so if any of you want to stay over, there's some rooms available. So Martin's phone number is on there, or you just go and search for the Mallow Ballad Fest on Facebook, or if any know Martin Milan, give him a wee shout there, and you'll get yourself some tickets. And then on the following night, on the Sunday, folks, they're going to be having like basically the after party of Mallow Ballad Fest, featuring Spirit of Freedom. To be live in Mona's Bar, Mallow. So that there's Sunday the 16th February from 4 o'clock. So the wee after session, just like we did ourselves for the last few years with the big fans gathering. So if any of you are still up in Mallow from the gig, get yourselves to the Mona's Bar the next day for Martin's gig there, the Mallow Ballad Fest 2025. So there you go, that's all caught up. So it is, folks. So what do we have here? We've another 25 minutes left of the show. So if there's any songs you want, let me know. If there's any songs you've asked for and I haven't played them yet, let me know again with you and I'll get them on for you. So yep, there we go. Right, so moving on, we're going to do this one now for, maybe that might wake up Iona. So it might, if she's in her bed, she hasn't heard the show yet. So we know she likes the old Sam song. It's a favourite of hers, so it is. We are going to do the Ballad of Pee Rooney as well. Somebody asked for it. We'll get that there on for you. So this is the one I seen you playing a lot now. Now before, for me, it was always like playing the Earl Oak version. It's more, and I would play the original Irish Brigade version. But I like this Tony Boy Ray version. It's recorded live somewhere in Glasgow. Again, not sure where it is. Just says, doesn't say where it is. Just says Tony Boy Ray live. Great album. So this is the Sam song, Tony's version, and we'll do this one especially for our friend Iona, who's probably still suffering a day and death in her wee bed at the minute.
This next song I'm going to do is, that's a song we used to call the Shabin song. Chucky oh, sang up the ride, sang the sails in the sky. Chucky oh, sang up the ride, sang the sails in the sky. For 15 years or more, Marmalade and Butterball, I thought I knew the score. Now I've got a weapon never used before. The Brits are getting worried, and they're going to worry more. Jockey and sang up the up the up the sang the sail in the sky. I started out with petrol bombs and throwing bricks and stones. 100 more lads like me, I never was alone. Soon I learned that sticks and stones won't drive the Brits away. It wasn't very long before I joined the IRA. Jockey sang up the up the up the sang the sails in the sky. When it came internment, the year of 71, the Brits thought we were beaten. We were on the run. On that early August morning, they kicked in our back door. but for every man he took away, they missed 100 more. Jockey and sang up the Ra, up the Ra, up the Ra, sang the sun in the sky. Expenditures in the cages, trying to think and plan. Though they love to lay a boy, I won't turn a man. There's only one thing that I learned while in that cell I lay: the birds will never leave us until they're blown away. Jockey Allah sang up the Ra, up the Ra, up the Ra, sang the sun in the sky. And through the days of hunger strike, I watch my comrades die. In the streets of Belfast, can hear the women cry. I can't forget that massacre that Friday at Lockdown. I salute my fallen comrades as I watch the choppers fall. Jockey Allah sang up the Ra, up the Ra, up the Ra, sang the sail in the sky. Jockey Allah sang up the Ra, up the Ra, up the Ra, sang the sail in the sky, sang the sails in the sky.
Up the Ra, indeed there, there you go. That is the brilliant Tonnaght Boy Ray there, folks, live with the Sam song. This is the Rebel Podcast live, folks, myself, Big Ro, multi-streaming live on YouTube and Facebook here. We're on live on the Rebel Podcast page on Facebook and the DJ Rebel Ro page on Facebook, and also the Rebel Podcast page on YouTube, folks, right through till 9 o'clock each and every Monday. Myself here, folks. Listen, we're going to be trying to get guests on every single week. So if there's any guests out there you may want to get on the show, things might be interesting. If you want to come on the show, if you're an act or an artist, whatever, let me know. Send me a PM and I'll get talking to you. We'll have the whole year, so loads of opportunities to get people on to come on as a guest on the show. So let's just see. What's this here? Maida is available on Wednesday. Been confirmed by the club. When was this here confirmed? Let's see. There she is indeed. What's the crack, Iona? Late to the party, but timed that well for my wee song. You down, love, are you? As I told you last night, you're an absolute disgrace. Them children should be coming first. Not the Rock Bar Rebel Sundays. The children come first. You let them down, so you have... Let's see, there's Paul and the Paddy Boys. Thanks for announcing the commemoration row. Out walking the dog and the phone went dead. Great version of the Lonely Woods Upton as well. Plan this year hopefully is to record all them songs again and put them on Spotify. Well, mate, listen here, it's a great album as it was, so I would say get it on the Spotify as it is. I mean, it's I can't do any harm, so it won't, like. I mean, it is. I'm going to actually check here now. I'm going to check this. I don't want people telling me that. Hold on a second. We'll just do this live while we're on the phone. Where are we? Let's see. Celtic FC. So this is the Celtic Facebook page. What's this saying? Hey, what's he saying? Right, 4 minutes ago, Celtic AFC tonight confirmed that it has successfully appealed Dyson Maida's 2-match suspension. The original suspension has been reduced to 1 match, meaning Dyson is available to play on Wednesday night against Bayern Munich at Celtic Park. Get in, my lad, get in, Dyson. So listen, who plays then? As he go play centre? Is he? And is Adam Miller going to be dropped to the bench or what? What's the crap? Well, listen, El Kerr, the wee man, is going to be playing on Wednesday against Bayern Munich, and that's made me very, very happy indeed. So it has. So Murn are beating the Mini Buns as well, 1-0. It's good to see. So Iona says, Elaine, eventually, planes, taxis, trains, and a car, not stops since getting home. Disgraceful. Well, there you go, Mick. So Maida is available. That's officially from the Celtic website tonight and the Celtic Facebook page. So there we go. Fantastic news. That was unexpected. Haha. There we go. Right. So we'll definitely play a Celtic song. We'll do a Celtic tune before the night is out. So next we're going to play. So Jim McCaff was looking for a bit of cruncher. So this is one of my all-time favourite cruncher songs. So this is the Ballad of Tom Williams. Folks, just sitting, listen to this, drink it in, listen to this tune, and this is definitely prime Terry Crunch O'Neill.
Time goes by as years roll onward, still in my memory fresh I'll keep of a night in a Belfast prison, unashamedly I saw men weep, for the time is fast approaching, a lovely sentence for to die, and on the 2nd of September he goes to meet his God on high, and now he's marching to that scaffold. Erect he shows no fear, and while standing on that scaffold, Ireland's cross he holds so dear. Oh, brave Tom Williams, we salute you, and we never shall forget those who planned your brutal murder. We vow we'll make them all regret. Now I say to every soldier, if on Tom's path you chance to stray, keep a memory of a morn when Ireland's cross was proudly borne by a land who lies within a prison grave.
On the grave in Belfast shone a ray of gold light. A voice spoke from the deep earth and echoed in the night. I'm far from captivity, that cell which confines me. neither pain nor torture, nor the powers that consigns me. My name is Bobby Sands. I fought and died for my dear land, with Joe and Francis at my side. My comrades on hunger strike we died. From this dark grave now I can see my country yet is still unfree. Through the bitter years of great despair, many broken hearts now have yearned. Deprived of freedom, men like me are in prisons with no dignity. My name is Bobby Sands. I fought and died for my dear land, with Joe and Francis at my side. My comrades on hunger strike we died. England, with your wasted breath, my land you level in us to death. Like the rivers that flow through my land, blood runs red upon your hands, and reflecting in the cloudless sky will be the freedom light for those who die. My name is Bobby Sands. I fought and died for my dear land, with Joe and Francis at my side. My comrades on hunger strike we died. The light it shines upon our dead, for Ireland your blood is shed. Flowers wither upon my grave, through the years I'll now decay. We were land, a nation proud and free. Those flowers will bloom free one year. My name is Bobby Sands. I fought and died for my dear land, with Joe and Francis at my side. My comrades on hunger strike we died. Yes, my name is Bobby Sands. I fought and died for my dear land, with Joe and Francis at my side. My comrades on hunger strike we died.
That's the sound of Claymore there for you folks, with Bobby Sands for Alan and Chucky McPherson. First time, the same myself, hearing that one there, so it is. So, there you go. There's a first for everything, so there is. So, cheers for requesting that one. The great band Claymore from over in Scotland, so there. So, we'll have another maybe 15 minutes left of the night show, folks. So, any more requests you want, get them on. I think I have a few more songs here to play for you. Here's Marty Higgins on. Good man, Marty. Not too long before you're back over in sunny St. Ponsa, mate, for another lot of months. Fair play. Martin says, I forgot I can request songs again. Come on, have we bit of caffeine lager, 4 Green Fields, please, if you get time, Ro. Marty, you're coming on at this time of night and asking for songs that's about 10 minutes long. No, I'll get that on. I'll probably finish the show up at one. So yeah, loads of people asking around for a few Celtic songs. Obviously, everybody's just sort of rejoicing in the pain that is just the comedy show that's happening in the Ibrox at the minute. Especially the result yesterday. It is the banter years are very, very much back indeed in full flow. So I don't like playing a lot of Charlie and the Boys, to be honest myself, because basically I just don't like rate them at all. But some songs you have to start playing. People, I've actually done a couple of gigs with them, so I have with Charlie and the Boys, and I'll be pretty friendly with Mick Chimford. So so that's probably where obviously knowing the sort of backstory and stuff what's happened with Mick and his brother and all whatever. It's sort of it's sort of a bit hard to sort of like what to do or play any of their music. Do you know what I mean? But listen, we're going to do this one here. Bye Bye Rangers, because I do think there's a bit of liquidation coming in the not too distant future. So this is Charlie and the Boys, folks, with Bye Bye Rangers, and then we'll get Marty's tune on as well for us with Four Green Fields.
Yo ho ho, and off we go. It's party time, and the drinks will flow. Bye bye, Rangers. Ibrox is a shopping mall, and Asda store, and a scrapyard now. Bye bye, Rangers. You will have to sell all your defenders. No more Sash King Billy or no surrender. You are the people on the floor. It's follow, follow, out the door. Rangers, bye bye. Rangers, bye bye. No more blue in my life. Glasgow is just green and white. Bye bye, Rangers. The Hoops will live forevermore. We are Celtic to the core. Bye bye, Rangers. Every game you sing about your precious queen, but you don't pay her tax or duties in between. You are the people on the floor. It's follow, follow, out the door. Rangers, bye bye. Rangers, bye bye. You listen to Murray and Craig White talking one big load of shite. Bye bye, Rangers. For every five a Celtic spend, we will spend a tenner then. Bye bye, Rangers. You can wipe your 9 in a row off the slate, 'cause you cheated Scottish football and the state. You are the people on the floor. It's follow, follow, out the door. Rangers, bye bye. Rangers, bye bye. One more time. Yo ho ho, and off we go. It's party time, and the drinks will flow. Bye bye, Rangers. Ibrox is a shopping mall, an Asda store, and a scrapyard now. Bye bye, Rangers. You will have to sell all your defenders. No more Sash King Billy or no surrender. You are the people on the floor. It's follow, follow, out the door. Rangers, bye bye. Rangers, bye bye. Rangers, bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye indeed. Well, the Rangers did they're well gone so far, like, but that was Charlie and the Boys there with Bye Bye Rangers, folks. So we'll have two more tunes for you today on the Rebel Roll podcast live stream, folks. So we're going to finish up with Marty's tune with the Four Green Fields. So just see the wee banner there, folks. If any is feel like tonight and want to donate towards the show, please do. Maybe we can throw a few quid. As I mentioned last week, this here new StreamYard pay plan is killing me, honestly. It's like I really think I do need to go out and start actually looking for a proper sponsor of the show now, because it's getting a bit too much to do this. I mean, I know there's some weeks we get donations, so cheers to the few who've donated to the show. It's much appreciated, thank you. But say it's getting to the stage now where they're coming in rightfully every month. More specifically the StreamYard one that I use for doing the live podcast with, and it's steep, I have to say. So what if there is anybody out there who wants to sponsor the show, wants to have your name up on the show every week and all the advertising that we're doing, it can be there for you. We'll arrange something for a small monthly fee, even just to sort of cover the the StreamYard payment that I have to make for the podcast. So we can talk about. So if anybody is interested in maybe wanting to sponsor the show, just give me a wee DM on Facebook or Instagram. If anybody's have my number, or if you have me on TikTok, send me a DM as well, and I can get talking to you. Yeah. So folks, yeah, that was tonight. It's a Rebel podcast. Big thanks again to Michael McCormack from the Irish Sound for coming on. Great guest as always, mate. Great to catch up with you, find out what's happening down there in the sticks in County Tipperary where you're from. Very, very busy man like myself, but definitely have to get on and listen to a few more of the episodes so on Spotify, because I am about 4 behind, I think so. So we're going. This is the last 2 songs. Seen that Marty Higgins was on there commenting, so he was. So we're going to play one of Marty's songs. This is one of my favourite tunes I've heard Marty playing. This is from his album Roll of Honour, so it is, and this is the Ballad of Jared Casey on the Rebel podcast, Monday the 10th of November. We're nowhere near November yet. It's Monday the 10th of February. Here we go.
The song that I sing of a brave young Irishman and the struggle for freedom to free Ireland. I joined the IRA and became a volunteer to his comrades in arms. He never showed no fear. Volunteer Jared Casey, freedom fighter to all, to the plight of his country, he answered the call. And while in active service, he would never question why that brave volunteer was not afraid to die. This man from North Antrim, I'm sure you've all heard tell, Jared Casey's his name, the shark and he did dwell. He fought for his country and he gave up his life for his family and friends and his darling young wife. In his younger days, he lived life to the full, playing Gaelic football when things were not so dull. Working with his father, he served out his time to set Ireland free. To him it was no crime. No stranger to harassment at the hands of the foe. He was tortured, arrested, to Castlereagh to go, and threatened by imprisonment and death in the end. That brave volunteer, to them they would not bend. This man from North Antrim, I'm sure you've all heard tell, Jared Casey's his name, the shark and he did dwell. He fought for his country and he gave up his life for his family and friends, his darling young wife. British assassins in the cover of the dark, they headed for a sharking and off to Shamrock Park. And with their guns of terror they kicked down the door. The cowards went looking for that family man of 4, and they found him with his wife and his baby girl in bed, and they sprayed English bullets, they shot Jared Casey dead. The cowards they fled in the cover of the night for his family and friends who'll carry on the fight. This man from North Antrim, I'm sure you've all heard tell, Jared Casey's his name, the shark and he did well. He fought for his country and he gave up his life for his family and friends, his darling young wife. His funeral at St. Mary's, dark forces of the crown, when large crowds assembled as the rain it poured down. The piper he played a farewell at the grave, in memory of Jared, the bravest of the brave. A gallant volunteer from North Antrim Brigade, in a rain-swept graveyard, just where Jared was laid. Well, cheers who went before him, they lined the plot. Church Casey and their names will never be forgot. This man from Northampton, I'm sure you've all heard tell. Church Casey's his name, the shark in he did well. He fought for his country and he gave up his life for his family and friends, his darling young wife. This man from Northampton, I'm sure you've all heard tell. George Casey's his name, the shark and he did well. He fought for his country and he gave up his life for his family and friends, his darling young wife. For his family and friends, his darling young wife.
There we go, the bold Glenravel man, Marty Higgins there, folks, he is with the Ballad of George Casey. I am nearly sure that when I was doing the podcast with Marty in his house, and again, I had to mention this, the day I was presented with the worst cup of tea I've ever had in my whole life. Sorry, Marty, to bring it up again. But I recorded the song with me playing the cajon with Marty, one of the songs, and I'm near sure it was that one there, George Casey. I'll dig it out and see if I think it's on YouTube along with the video of the interview. But if any of you haven't watched that one, folks, go down. It's on my YouTube channel. Search for it, just Martin Higgins or Marty Higgins. It was a great day. Marty brought us up the mountain to the wee house where the patching was made, so it was, and then where Mickey McCormack sort of family home was like homestead, and then went down to the graveyard in Glenravel to Mickey McCormack's grave, and Marty recorded singing McCormack. Brilliant, great experience to do that there and get it all on camera and get it all recorded. So that's all on YouTube, folks, so check it out. If any of you haven't watched that yet, it was a great day in Glenravel, apart from the tea, Marty. So, folks, listen, thanks to you all for tuning in tonight again. That was our second show of the year for the Rebel podcast live stream. Cheers to Michael McCormack for coming on. I'll let you know during the week who next week's guest is going to be. But if any is fancy coming on the show, send me a DM if you want to come on. If there's any guests you think I should get on, let me know. Send me a message and I'll try and get in touch with them and see if they're worth getting on for an interview. I do want to try and do the guests every week, so there is slots available for loads of slots. I have a few ones booked in over the next couple of months for different dates when I've managed to get them in, so look out for the advertising for them as well. So again, thanks to the few who have donated to the show tonight, folks. I did say I'm going to try and get a sponsor for this show. I got a proper sponsor for the show every week, just more or less to cover the costs of just basically to cover the costs of this here StreamYard software that I'm probably paying. Kev Dunners, cheers, Ro. Have a good week, folks. Come on, the Celts. Maura Burns, great show, Ro. Thank you very much. Martin Heaney, what's he saying there? What's he cancelling about? Can't be a cup of good culty tea. Marty says, I knew that was coming. Marty says, you're right, Marty, the ML City folk. I know, mate, I can't. That's it. Dan Kelly says, thanks, Ro, not a problem. Terry, I didn't even see you on there, Terry. There you go. Was that busy looking at things I didn't see on the stream? Good to have you on, missus. Where are you these days? Are you at home, are you? Are you gallivanting around the Spanish coast somewhere? You never seem to be in this country anymore, so you aren't. But listen, if you're getting away with it, fair play to you. Roll on April, do we get Norway holiday here just after Easter week? Who's this here? Deza? Oh, the Rangers are crap. Up a South Derry, there you go, indeed. Right, so folks, we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to play the last one of the night. Marty had asked us to play Four Green Fields by Kathleen Largy. So this is for you, Marty, and we'll see you all next week, folks. Same time, same place, and hopefully we can do a job this Wednesday night against Bayern Munich in the big cup at Salt Park. It is going to be a spectacle, as we all know. So yeah, this is Kathleen Largy in the flying column with Four Green Fields for Mr. Spanner himself, Marty Heaney. I'll see you all next Monday, folks. Same time, same place. Chucky Arla. Thank you very much.
me nan chailach bera. Mór mo glór me do rugcú hullen croga. Mór mo naire, mo chláán hín do díl amachir. Mishe éire, uig ní me nan chailach bera.
What did I have? Said the fine old woman. What did I have? This proud old woman did say I had 4 green fields. Each one was a jewel, but strangers came and tried to take them from me. I had 5 strong sons. They fought to save my jewels. They fought and they died. And that was my grief, said she. Long time ago, said the fine old woman. Long time ago, this proud old woman did say there was war and death, plundering and pillage. My people starved by mountain, valley, and sea, and their wailing cries, they reached the very heavens, and my 4 green fields ran red with her blood, said she. What have I now? Said the fine old woman. What have I now? This proud old woman did say I have 4 green fields. One of them's in bondage in strangers' hands that try to take it from me. But my sons, they have sons as brave as were their fathers, and my 4th green field will bloom once again, said she.
I am Ireland. I am older than the old woman of Bear. Great is my glory, I who give birth to Cuchulainn the brave. Great is my shame. My own children have sold their mother. I am Ireland. I am lonelier than the old woman of Bear.